Have you ever wondered how Docker manages to redirect its network traffic so seamlessly? Welcome to the fascinating world of Docker, a transformative platform in the realm of software development. Docker's strength lies in its ability to package and run applications in loosely isolated environments called containers. But the magic doesn't just stop there. Docker's redirection capabilities are what truly set it apart. Docker redirection is a mechanism that enables Docker to efficiently manage network traffic among multiple containers. It's the secret sauce that makes Docker the reliable and powerful tool that developers across the globe swear by. In this video, we're going to unravel the secrets behind Docker's redirection capabilities. We'll discuss what Docker redirection is, understand its intricacies, and walk you through a step-by-step guide to master it. We'll also highlight some key takeaways that will help you harness the full potential of Docker redirection. So, are you ready to explore this uncharted territory? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the mechanics of Docker redirection. Docker redirection is not as complex as it seems once we break it down. So let's dive in. Docker redirection is an essential part of container technology, which is the heart of Docker. It's like a traffic controller at a bustling intersection, directing the flow of data between the Docker container and the host machine. Imagine you're at a bustling train station. You have trains, our data, coming in and out all the time from all directions. The station master's job is to ensure each train reaches its correct platform without any hiccups. Docker redirection is the station master of our data in the Docker universe. It's crucial because it allows communication between the Docker containers and the outside world. Without it, your Docker container would be like an island, cut off from the rest of the network. Now, how does Docker redirection work? It's all about ports. Each Docker container has a set of ports through which it sends and receives data. But here's the twist. These ports are only visible to the Docker container itself and are isolated from the rest of the system. This is where Docker redirection comes in. It's like a bridge that connects the container's internal ports to the host machine's ports. When you create a Docker container, you have the option to specify which ports on your host machine should be linked with which ports on the Docker container. Once you've set this up, any data sent to the specified port on your host machine will be automatically redirected to the linked port on your Docker container, and vice versa. Remember our train station analogy? The platforms are like the ports. The station master, our Docker redirection, ensures that each train or piece of data reaches the right platform, whether it's coming in or going out. So that's the basic concept of Docker redirection, but how do we implement it? Well, stay tuned. We'll be delving into that in the next section. Implementing Docker redirection might seem daunting, but with these steps, it becomes a breeze. Let's start with the basics. Docker redirection is essentially about redirecting the input and output of your Docker containers. This can be handy in a number of scenarios, like when you want to store logs or error messages in a specific location for easy access. First things first, you'll need to have Docker installed on your system. Once that's checked off, move on to creating a Docker container. This can be done using the docker run command. Remember to specify the image you want to use. Now, let's move on to the fun part, the redirection. There are two primary ways to redirect outputs in Docker. The first one is by using the O, or output option, while running your Docker command. This will redirect the output to a file specified by you. The second method is by using pipes. Pipes allow you to redirect the output of one command as the input to another. This is handy when you want to process the output further. You can use the pipe symbol A to implement this. Let's say you have a script running in your Docker container that generates some logs. You can redirect these logs to a file using the docker logs command. Just append and GT, file name, at the end of your command. This will create a file named file name and store the logs in it. But what about error messages, you ask? Well, you can redirect them in a similar way. Just replace the ngtauthing symbol with 2 and jt. This will redirect the error messages to the file specified by you. Remember though, Docker redirection is not just about output. You can also redirect input. For example, You can use the &L symbol to feed a file as input to your Docker container. And that's it! You've mastered the art of Docker redirection. With these steps, you can easily implement Docker redirection in your projects. Docker redirection has many facets, but there are a few key points you should always remember. As we journeyed through the world of Docker redirection, we examined its importance and implementation. We discovered that this process is vital in managing and controlling data flow in containers. It's that magic wand that allows us to route data from one Docker container to another, or even to an entirely different system. Remember that Docker redirection is not just about data flow, but it's also about optimization. Using this technique, you can increase the efficiency of your software development process by minimizing unnecessary data handling. It's like a well-organized highway system for your data, ensuring smooth and fast traffic flow. Moreover, Docker redirection provides you with a level of flexibility unseen in traditional systems. It empowers developers to create responsive and adaptable applications. With these key points in mind, Docker redirection becomes a powerful tool in your developer toolkit. Docker redirection is a game changer, isn't it? It's not just a tool, but a mechanism that can level up your software development skills. Today, we delved deep into the world of Docker redirection, understanding its nuances and learning how to implement it step by step. The power of Docker redirection lies in its ability to streamline processes, making your projects more efficient and easier to manage. It's like having a personal assistant who takes care of the nitty-gritty, allowing you to focus on the bigger picture. So, why not give it a try? Experiment with Docker redirection in your projects. Play around with it, test it out, and see the difference it can make firsthand. And with that, we've reached the end of our journey today. Thank you for watching. Remember, Docker redirection is your ally in this journey of software development. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful tech content.